Girl, fans are starting to talk about Young Miami's role in Diddy's freakoffs, and it is spicy. I know that we've been talking about Miami and Diddy's freakoffs for a long time, but since Diddy's trial started, well, let's just say that things have gotten way worse for Miami since then. For one, we found out more about those golden showers that she had with Diddy, and they were nastier than we thought. But wait, there's more. The streets are saying that some of the freakoffs were so wild that Miami even allegedly got injured at one of the parties, and Diddy had to pay to fix her up. Baby, this is about to be one insanely chaotic mess, so let's get right into it. Okay, so I'm not saying that Young Miami was a perpetrator in Diddy shenanigans, but honestly, the details are not doing her any favor. I mean, y'all remember the Jane Doe who claimed that Miami allegedly freaked out when Jane Doe got pregnant with Diddy's baby. Miami allegedly freaked out so much that she allegedly Jane Doe until she lost the baby. According to the court documents, in July of 2022, Jane Doe traveled at defendant Combs' command to his home in Los Angeles. While in defendant Combs' bathroom, Jane Doe was compelled to ingest an unknown substance. Jane Doe later learned it was or contained the ketamine and or other substances, which caused Jane Doe to black out and lose consciousness intermittently throughout the night. Jane Doe did not consent to ingesting ketamine and or other substances. She said that after losing consciousness from the substances, she woke up covered in bruises, which made her realize something terrible had happened to her during that time. She wrote, Combs would make her perform a show for him and would ply her with alcohol and substances until she passed out. It went on. She would wake up with bruising and injuries, but with no recollection of how she sustained her injuries. This continued until July of 2024. The victim went on to claim that she eventually got pregnant with Diddy's baby, which caused Young Miami to allegedly her until she had a miscarriage. The document said, shortly thereafter, Jane Doe took a pregnancy test, which was positive. The lawsuit against Diddy continues. Jane Doe informed defendant Combs of the positive test. Carisha Brown Lee, defendant Combs' associate, Jane Doe by repeatedly calling her and telling Jane Doe to have a termination. Jane Doe suffered a miscarriage and did not speak to defendant Combs or his team for approximately 3 months. But like I said, there are a lot of details linking Young Miami to Diddy's freakoffs. Like the time she threatened Diddy's other side piece, Gina Hunn, with something like a freakoff. She said, if I wanted you to eat my pee, Diddy would have had you on your knees. You a eater. Gina, you've been down bad ever since I came into the picture. You've been crying for a baby for 10 years. You've been around as a B that eat P and D when he feel like it. You a eater. You the same B that was crying on Tasha K because you wanted a baby, poor sushi. If you think that's the worst, there's more where that came from. See, the trial has officially started and Cassie was one of the first people to take the stand to give her testimony. When Cassie stepped up to testify against Diddy, things got seriously intense. But since cameras aren't allowed in the courtroom, we can't watch it unfold live like we did with the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard trial. But several reporters have been telling us about what happened during the trial, so we still know what's going on. While being cross-examined by the prosecutor, she admitted that Diddy would force her to do freak-offs even when she was on her period. The prosecutor also asked her, did you want to be urinated on? And Cassie replied, no, I did not want it. The prosecutor then asked her how it felt and she replied, it was disgusting, it was too much, no one could think I wanted it. When asked why she choked and if she wanted Diddy to pee in her mouth, she replied, too much urine in my mouth. I didn't want anyone to urinate on me. It was obvious I didn't want to be on the ground being urinated on by 2 men. However, things took a turn when one of the escorts said that Cassie was the one who asked him to take a leak on her. In court documents, he said, so Cassie was actually the one that asked me to urinate on her. They had just come out of the room and she asked me if I had ever done that before and I said no. And she told me to do it. And apparently I was doing it wrong because they both stopped me and told me that I was supposed to let a little out at a time and not go full like take a leak on her. Given the control Diddy is said to have over Cassie, it's not surprising she accused him of forcing her into those actions. If he allegedly made her hire escorts from sites like Craigslist and Backpage, it's easy to imagine he also pushed her to tell one of them to take a leak on her. Well, this is where Young Miami came into the drama again. See, a while ago, she admitted that she loved golden showers with Diddy.
You got to.
It say take a shower if you like golden showers. I do.
Golden showers? Meaning when the guy pees on you? Pee on you everywhere? You like it?
I just like it.
You do?
But once Diddy got arrested and exposed, she immediately switched up on him and denied having golden showers. She said, I never said he was the one I did that with. Intimacy is a part of life. I'm grown and maybe I talk about it too much, but everybody's got their personal experiences. Some people get pooped on, some people live life on the edge, some people boring AF. I watch a lot of pee, girls get peed on. If we grown and we in the house just chilling and want to talk about intimacy, well, what's wrong with that? Well, now she is also claiming that the golden showers thing never happened and she just made it up to promote her drinking game. She tweeted, "Do you remember why you fell in love with me?" And someone responded, "When I found out you love getting peed on." Miami then tweeted, "I was playing. A ninja never ever peed on me. I did that to promote my card game and it did exactly what I needed to do." But that was a straight up lie because she openly said she was into golden showers during an Instagram live with Saucy Santana, and that was long before she even started promoting those card games.
Giving me pissy. You giving me pussy stage.
Pee on me.
What P? Pee on you. Period. Period. Hashtag pee on you. Pee on you. Period. Pee on you. Period. Pee on you. Period. Pee on you. Period.
Any day hoe. I'd rather be pissy than pissy any day hoe. Like I'm
pissy hoe. You rank.
Your shorts get
you rank. When you walk on stage and pop up with that.
To make things worse, a blind item revealed that the golden showers really happened. The blind item said, "It is quite interesting that the golden shower loving ex of the producer wannabe rapper suddenly decides to pretend she wasn't a part of everything he had been doing to people. Is she forgetting all the audio and video with her there? If you think that things couldn't get nastier, girl, just hold on to your lace fronts." See, word on the streets is that things got so nasty at one of the freak-offs that Miami allegedly got injured in the process. Seriously though, I can't say that this would be surprising given how crazy things got at the freak-offs. Fans dug out this old picture of young Miami from 2023 when she posted a picture of her with an injury on her head. Given the new rumors, the streets are now speculating that she got the injury from a freak off and that Diddy allegedly paid a nurse to fix Miami up. I know this sounds wild, but hold on. See, Cassie claimed in her lawsuit that Diddy had extensive control over her medical records. She wrote, "On multiple occasions, Mr. Combs had Miss Ventura's personal medical records sent directly to his email address. For instance, when Miss Ventura began experiencing memory loss, potentially due to excessive use and or head injuries caused by Mr. Combs' as described below, her MRI results were provided directly to Mr. Combs." Cassie also claimed that Diddy used to leave her injured after the freak-offs, especially after he put his hands on her during the freak-offs. She wrote, "After every instance in which he Miss Ventura, Mr. Combs used his money and power to orchestrate extensive efforts to hide the evidence of his including by hiding Miss Ventura in hotels for days at a time to let her bruises heal." Well, fans are saying that Miami's bruises allegedly came from Diddy, and she had to come up with the excuse because the injury wasn't in a place where she could easily hide it from the public. So allegedly, she had to explain it all away before people got suspicious. But anywho, y'all let me know how y'all feel about this. Do you think that Diddy really put paws on Miami, or do you think that she managed to escape his violence? Let me know how y'all feel about this in the comments below, then check out this next video.